Yeah, there's a bag of sawdust in there too.
Yeah, we do have some sawdust left as well.
How was this for a wetness?
I just wish that I was great at the
might be able to
shaving, striking, whatever.
You know, I was hurt. I know, like, I've had such a strong connection with you, and so, like, when I heard that, like, when you said that, I was hurt because it's like, what?
Well, that's just what I was told. I didn't say anything.
I know. When we thought we were going to tribal at the end of today, Phil threw out Melissa's name. And so I went to her immediately because she's someone that if I hear her name, I want to let her know. Because I would like to also keep her, you know, in the numbers right now because I trust her. I don't really know Phil. We just started working together. When I went to her about it, she confronted Phil and he denied it. And she believed him and she thought I was lying, which put a wedge between us. And it's been causing me stress because I feel like now I don't know if she can trust me.
I thought your back the whole time. I know, I'm just hurt by it. That's why I'm like, why is she telling me now after I've been? And I wish you were like, because they're like over Shauna. Like, come on. So it was weird because Taylor told me Phil threw my name out, but he didn't. So when I talked to Phil, he was like, no, I didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I swear. Okay. Like, I want to work with you to the end of this game. Okay. I'm willing to write down my fear. Okay. And Shauna. Okay. I'm not writing your name down. Okay. And I could see right through it. Like, I've been working with her since day one. Her voice is different. Her eyes are different. I'm not stupid. I just went to like 7 tribal councils today. Like, I know when people are lying. So I'm going to do my best to flip it on her. I'm going to just throw her under the bus to everybody.
She's like, I'm not voting for this.
Oh, really?
So that means she has like a really tight bond with her, maybe from the beginning or something, or she just didn't have the heart to do that. Either way, if she doesn't have the heart to write her name down, she's probably hasn't half a mind to vote for her to win.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you, good. Like, be solid.
Yeah. It's just, I'm just numbers driven, so.
Yeah. It's like, wow, he's like willing to play the game with me. Like, the best prediction of future behavior is past behavior. So I'm gonna go off that. So I did tell Sebastian, I want to play the game with you. Let's do it. And you know, he said he wants to, and if he doesn't, I'm willing to get bit by that at this point. Like, yeah.
Shauna just wants to get to the end so bad that I'm thinking to put my trust in her. I just have to make sure Devontae wants to work with Shauna and that we can find at least a new common target.
Right now I'm feeling closer to Sebastian and Imir. Yeah, I've been with Sebastian for a long time and we've just been pretty loyal to each other. He always just tells me like I'm his rock in this game. And then Imir I was with the very first night and we just connected really well over that. And then as soon as we came back together, he was right there with me again.
If I think anyone trusts me or thinks that I trust them, I would think that Devontae probably thinks that I trust him and he trusts me the most. But here's the thing. If Devontae makes it to the end of this game, he will win this game no matter what. So I need to figure out a way to get him out of here tomorrow. And I'm not playing any games. I came here, I told myself, my friends told me don't be crazy. Now they're at Demerge and now they're working to the end. I would rather be crazy and go out tomorrow than to just do nothing and to lose again. I don't want to do that. So yeah, craziness is on.
Use that side.
Use this side? Okay, and then
Are you lefty?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this side.
Yeah, and then hold it more of a downward angle, like this. So put this one like this, and then this one kind of like at a maybe 45. And just
Okay, so I just
so you want it like, you see how it is like that? Like you don't want it straight. You want it like slanted.
Giggity.
Not like slanted, actually slanted.
Giggity. And if I break the foot, we got 2 others. Okay, hold this. Ah! I did!
Taylor for president!
I also like aimed that at like 2 people, so like,
Go girl.
not smart.
It put a little sparkle in my eye.
You're the sparkle to my eye. I'm gonna try it again. Fire. Ah! Oh, what?
Kidding.
You are now a pyro. 2 in a row, just sparking up the air.
Oh my god. That
Mari, you want to do
made
some
me scared.
fluffing? on turning. Proud Mary keeps on burning. Rolling, 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 rolling on a river.
You have lived more in these days than you've lived in like the last 5 days.
You've also
of
died
life.
more.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, we hate to break it to you, but you've shaved 10 years off your life.
Hopefully 10 pounds as well. I'm really looking forward to that. I said coming into this game that I was just going to always go with the cards that I'm dealt. And I want to have very low expectations and be able to just respond with whatever's been handed to me. Obviously, I was handed the Green Tribe, and that did not go well. And us having to go to 4 tribal councils in a row was not my favorite thing, but it actually, I think, helped me in a really unique way solidify a bond with people that I wasn't expecting to bond with.
Here, take some dust of saw.
Have you guys already all done your confessionals?
I did mine.
I have
It's longer tonight. So
Yeah, I know.
like
I was like 12 questions. I'm like, holy. I said, Nicole just left. Can you guys just stop asking about
They
it?
were asking such long questions that I would forget the question by the time I was supposed to answer.
You want me to sprinkle right here?
Yeah, just put a bunch because it's our last evening.
You're right.
I mean, but maybe we want a fire in the morning. So
Yeah. Or at least like make sure that the
No
fire
rice
stays prolonged.
in the pot.
We are at 8.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Because there's going to be 6. There's no
huge.
7.
Yeah, this is huge. This is a huge vote.
I know.
This is like game-changing vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can even just leave it at that if you want. See how our conversations go.
Right? And have some more combos.
And we can have coffee in the morning.
Yeah, we're not going to have coffee. I mean, we will have
Let's
coffee at some point.
Coffee talk.
Okay, sweet.
I'm pretty screwed. For sure. I lost all my numbers today. But I think I'm gonna lay low tonight, and then I'm gonna tear shit up in the morning because I'm not going out. I'm not gonna sleep in the woods tonight and then be the first vote out. If I am, fine, but I'm gonna tear it up.
It's at 8, and we have 2 tribal councils, or 2 people getting voted out. So that's going to bring us down to 6. So I'm immune till 6. I have to come up with some plan that doesn't just show I'm riding my alliance without totally destroying everything I've worked so hard to get to.
Sebastian is interesting because I can't tell if, I think he really wants to work with me, but we got brought together too late in the game, I think is what happened. Shauna I've never played with, but kept saying, oh, girl strong, with her through the end, and then I voted all her friends out that were girls. And then Taylor I've been with from the beginning, and so I was a little surprised that she went for me before Shauna. And Devontae I haven't played with at all, but he told me he has an advantage and he's leaving tribal tomorrow morning with his safety without power. So if he's gone, that's one less number for them.
So we're gonna go from 8 to 6. It's just making everybody scramble. You can see it on their faces. I look at somebody, I'm like, hey, it's okay, quit thinking about it for now. Let's just enjoy this. So I think everybody is just thinking of plan A, B, C, and D, and just not knowing where those votes are going to go or what's going to happen. I think they're all pretty nervous, and they all think I'm sitting pretty because I told them I'm going to play my advantage, but we don't know yet. We don't know what Devontae's going to do.
I know. I'm kind of excited for tomorrow afternoon when we all can just be friends and not lying friends.
Out of everyone in the game, I don't see you as one of the 2 biggest threats right now.
Can I ask who you consider the 2 biggest threats?
The 2 I just told you.
Okay. Sorry, I've totally already forgotten who that was because my brain is not working.
Shauna to me is the biggest threat.
Okay.
If I was you don't? No. That's wild to me. Wow.
It'll depend on how that double vote tomorrow goes, where people decide to throw their votes. I think the only way that I have a path going forward is that Shauna, Melissa, and I throw all our votes on Taylor, and then hope that that's one of the highest totals.
Me winning the first immunity challenge off the bat, which was also really cool, by the way. is kind of put a target on my back because people have already said that I'm very social, and I know that. Like, I like to talk to people, and I knew going to this game, I told myself, I was like, don't be too social, but you have to because this game is moving so fast.
I'm low on, I feel like, everybody's totem pole. You know, everybody's telling me like, oh, you're so good, you're so good, you're so good. It's honestly sort of comedic at this point, so I'm just gonna kind of ride the roller coaster as far as it goes, and we'll see what happens.
Everybody's coming up to me with like, what do you want to do? It's a weird feeling, right? So it's just such a different paradigm with Nicole, because like, I mean, we all were like, pretty, I don't know what it was, like a square, like Devontae and you.
Yeah, yeah, but a cool square.
But I was like also worried that you like when you went over to green. Like, Phil has been on the tribe with. Phil was an original red with us, and he has been spent so much time on the green tribe with Beth and Melissa that I think maybe he's kind of thinking the same thing I am, that he needs to jump alliances to make some big moves to make a name for himself.
I love Sebastian, but I never know where his head's at in this game. So even him is kind of a wild card for me.
I see you talking to like Taylor like a lot. Like what's the bond? Like what's the bond there? Is she someone to keep, or?
I have no bond with Taylor.
Yeah.
I think that Taylor and I are playing poker in every one of our conversations.
Yeah.
Because every time I talk with her, I don't believe what's actually being told to me.
Right.
And I think it's just like a cordial attempt to like keep me as a friend. When she talks with me, it always ends up with, what are we doing? Like, and it's always her, I think, wanting to try to get information from me that she can push. I think that Taylor does not want to work with me. I think she does not want to be in the end with me. And her and I actually today had a really honest conversation about it, because I picked up on the fact that she does not want to go with me and started saying we got to get rid of her because she's really a threat to my game. Of course, I'm sharing with everyone that she's a threat to everyone's game.
You know, for me, I think Phil is a big threat, not just to me, but like I think he could do a great persuasion game like at the end, and also like he's just also I think a big threat when it comes to challenges because he's really good at them. So like I wouldn't mind Phil.
I think Taylor and I are going to get to a point where we have to say we know we're against each other. Whoever comes out is going to win. Even Devontae came up to me and he was like, I heard you throw out Taylor's name.
Yeah, he doesn't want that.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
Which stinks.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. But Taylor right now, I think is going to win this.
Yeah.
And so her and I just had to have a conversation about it because she was like, I've heard you say my name. And I was like, but Taylor, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't think I'm in your game. Like, I think you just want to use me right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I feel like I've picked up on that. And I was like, and if that just means that we're going to have to like duke it out, I get it. But like, and she's like, I would love to find a way for us to work together. I don't think that's true.
Because we do 5 and 5, that's still one shy.
Yeah.
So even if 3 of them put all their votes on me, I'm going.
I think they're gonna put all their votes on you.
If they're smart.
You think so? Oh my god. Okay, so when I talked to Sebastian earlier, I just talked to him really briefly, and he did mention Phil.
Yes, if Phil and I mirror together, and they're the only two, if we can get Melissa and Beth on board. It was Amir, because he's been a little sketch lately. Like he panics before tribal, and like someone threw out a vote that wasn't supposed to throw out a vote with the Sebastian and Eric vote. It was supposed to be 7-3, and it was 6-4. So someone, and everyone has owned up to the votes except for one person. So someone's lying.
Here's what happened today. So I did write down Sebastian's name today when Eric went home. Me and Eric being on a green tribe together, we got really close and we called ourselves the Dastardly Duo. And being a Dastardly Duo, we were gonna have each other's back. And I did trust Eric to have my back through this, and I needed Eric as a number going forward if I wanted to make any big moves. I would rather go home than to just be slits and then go to the end and lose, right? Because Devontae beats me and I think Taylor beats me, right? So they all called me. I was called red-handed. They all called me. They were like, I think people were suspicious that I wrote down Sebastian's name?
Aside from Amir, because I really feel a lot like more betrayed by him than other people with how today went, I'm otherwise open. I really am. So I want to hear them out and be honest about their thoughts. And yeah.
Just continue to push. I want a girl to win. If it's not me, I want you. If it's not you, I want Melissa or Beth. Yeah. So we can pitch that. We have to pitch that consistently. And just be like, hey.
And I do mean that.
Yeah. I want to run this
I
season.
know.
Like, so if we can do that, like, if we pitch them, there's no way they can have enough points.
Yeah.
They would have 4. Like that. And then we would have enough. We can split
I think our path here is, Melissa and Beth.
Yeah. And then we could have 5-5. Like we could do Amir and Phil.
Yeah. I would feel so good about Amir and Phil.
That'd be a 5-5.
Yeah.
Shauna's been with me since day one, but it's also very hard for me to keep not kind of protecting her, but I have been like trying to throw the votes off of her and trying to convince others to like, yes, use her as a vote if you need to, but like she's not a target or a threat right now. She literally has nobody.
Now that the numbers are pretty low, like I think I maybe looked at as a little bit of a more valuable currency. Like, oh wait, how Shauna votes could like actually change the outcome of this game, especially with having 2 votes, you know? Everybody's looking for there's pairs looking for a third person. So I might finally be in a little bit more valuable of a swing position, and I'm kind of debating on what to do with that.
Their anxiety is wild, so when they know like their names are I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell Taylor who was throwing her name out. I'm gonna tell Amir who was throwing his name out. He was like going crazy today. He's already on the out, so like if I start telling him, like getting in his ear about it, they're all gonna be freaking out.
It's the way that I perceive it. Devontae and Nicole were running all the votes. If they make it to the end, they're going to win, right? They're going to win this game. I don't want them here. Phil is also some social butterfly, just an amazing player, and I didn't expect that from Phil. When I first met Phil, I perceived him as like this, like, I don't know, sort of arrogant guy because he just has that face. But he's like the biggest guy, big guy, bigger heart, right? If any of those 3 people make it to the end, and Taylor, if any of those guys make it to the end, I lose, right?
My biggest contemplation right now is I have an idol, a third idol. What? And no one knows about it. And I am debating if I want to tell Beth and Melissa. I want to connect with them. I think Melissa trusts me more right now than Beth. So I think I need to get in Melissa's ear a little bit more, because I think that Beth trusts Melissa way more than she trusts me. So if I can get Melissa's trust, I think I will have Beth's trust.
I'm hopeful if I can get a flip on this vote first thing at Tribal, that's going to be a huge move for me. No one's doing that but myself.
Okay. Get sticks.
Get some little sticks. Start with the little sticks too.
Bye.
Let me see little sticks on the blow.
Yep.
Bring in the members of our jury, MT, Eric, and Nicole.
Yeah! Woo!
Congratulations to our final 8 on making final day here. But unfortunately, your day starts with the unpleasant business of tribal council. So let's talk. There's probably a lot happening since we saw you last. Let's go through, Phil. You walk away from the challenge field and you head down to the holding area. Start there. Tell us what it felt like for you guys.
Yeah, we're under these assumptions that like it's tribal. So when we end that, it's a it's, I think, the most chaotic scramble that we have had yet. People jumping into every conversation. I think when you get to this point, it's like there's so many possibilities that can happen, and we probably do that for a solid 45 minutes or an hour where we're just crazy panic. Like, I heard you said my name, you said this name, and then y'all walk up and say, well, you're not gonna vote tonight, have a good night. Which is beautiful to go back to camp with that kind of chaos. So I think the blessing in it though is like we collectively were like, okay, that was too stressful, can we all just have some fun and just enjoy that we made it to the last night? And so it was just really cool that camp time at night, just getting to hang out, getting to eat a little bit of pizza, and even just enjoy, hang out, sing, build fire. It was great.
Sebastian, were you a little bit immune from the chaos wearing one of the necklaces?
Oh man, this was the best to have.
Were you a popular target for conversation?
Well, given the previous vote that I had for, my name written down 4 times. Yeah, no, it was definitely nice to have. We just figured after we would get out of here that we would, go back and await the next challenge, and then you made the challenge happen right here. Just keep stealing the little moments of time that we have to conspire against each other, and there was just no room from there. When we were eating the pizza, we put that all aside, but everybody found time to hunt around for idols a little bit, and it's no secret anymore. Sure. And just take little side notes. People are getting really good at whispering, and you don't have to go too far because come on, it's true. And this morning we hustled a lot. Everybody was very respectful of boundaries of each other, and there's some names out there.
Go on into the night, Melissa, or did everyone just get exhausted at some point?
It went on and on and on and on, and we slept a little, and it went on and on and on and on, and then we got here and it went on and on.
So, Amir, did anything get settled, or you feel like it's still going on and on and on?
I think everybody's paranoid. I don't think everything's settled. I think that when we step up to the booth to vote is when people make their final decision. But I just want to say, I feel really defeated, and last night I felt really alone, and I don't know if that was anyone's intention, but no one even when you all went to bed, no one even invited me to come over, because I think that everyone had their mind made up about who to vote. So it's just let me build relationships with the rest of the people who are going to be here. I think that I'm not going to be the one to go, but I just want to say to everyone here, I don't think that I'm the biggest threat here, and I think that jury over there is going to appreciate someone who makes a big move. We have 3 kick-ass players over there. Someone who played this game with a broken hand is going to appreciate someone who makes a really big move in this game. And I don't think that I think that there are bigger threats here besides myself, and that's my plea to stay.
Can I say, I did come lay out there next to you by the fire.
And I did offer a spot when I thought when you were looking for a spot. I said there's a spot next to me. We all should.
We all kind of sat over.
Yeah. And
I was laying beside you and I yelled.
We even asked, where's Amir?
Yeah.
I didn't even somebody on my side. I was cold.
No, actually, all of us have a loneliness in a different way. You have someone like Shauna who now is her only purple, but then you have me who had to be separate from prior red. So it's there's all these divisions that have had to happen. And so I think that each of us are feeling that at a different degree. It's just I know that you felt it in a more visible way.
I thought you were sleeping, so I was maybe he'll sleep by the fire because it was still going, and we'll find our spots. But.
I do feel in that moment there was sort of a silent collective agreement, we're all going to sleep for a couple of hours, right? Please, before everyone. There's room for Amir here. There's room for everybody. That was the sort of agreement that I felt anyway.
Absolutely
and I
nothing was intentional.
There was
anyway.
And
no
if it was, I apologize, but it wasn't. It was not meant to be that way.
Yeah.
Devontae, Amir brought up the jury respecting big moves. So yet another factor now in the mix, right? Looking over at the jury and saying, what is it that they're going to value in terms of the end of the game? How's that entering your mind?
Yeah, I think it's just like another factor in the combination that you have to start including in. Like, you do obviously want to impress the jury, and jury management is very key to like being successful in this game, especially winning at the end. So I think it's just like every person that like we look at, we're voting out, like we understand that they're going to jury, so you kind of want to send them to jury with the best perspective of you and your game. And I don't necessarily think that means you have to do a huge big move to like get the jury to vote you like Amir says. I just think that you have to be careful of who you send to jury and how you send them to jury.
Okay, maybe not big move, but I'm saying like I don't feel like I'm the right move to make right now. I'm just saying, like, you guys are going to head to final 6, and then how many votes do you guys have? It's 3 more votes after that.
We don't know.
Like,
it could be 4.
Okay, this doesn't it even that? Okay.
Beth, that feel a little different for you as well as Sebastian last night wearing the necklace. Did you feel like the two of you might have been in a different space than everybody else?
We're a little more relaxed, but just like everyone else here who doesn't have a necklace, we're still a number that needs to be factored into what's happening. So we need to make sure our numbers match up with what we need for our personal games.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about?
Well, I also would like to be here as well, and I don't think I'm, a threat at all. Who would want to vote me out? Well, we're talking about people that just hang around and buddy up with. Let's consider me. So, anyway, no,
Okay.
I don't have any.
Just a reminder, each of you will be casting 2 votes this morning. Sebastian and Beth will not be among those you're voting for. We'll tally the votes, and the 2 people with the most votes will be voted out. All right, let's get to it.
Before we do that, John?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Red Tribe kind of knew I had this. We kind of shared everything that we had together, and I just feel like this is the time to play it, to double vote, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way. Can you read it out loud?
Yes, please.
This is safety without power at Tribal Council. After John announces it is time to vote, present this note to him and you will be able to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. You'll be safe from being voted out of the game, but you will also not have the power to vote, thus safety without power. You'll be reunited with your tribe once Tribal Council concludes. This way?
He's just gone. He's just gone. He's just gone.
So just to be clear, now you can also not vote for the contest. All right, let's get to it now. Phil, you're up.
I want to go forward with people that I feel like I have some trust in, so that's why my first vote is for you. Taylor, girl, you are a good player. You're a great player, and I feel like in this game, you and I have been playing poker and not showing each other any cards. Two votes, huh? It should have been Phil, but I have enough other people that I believe voting Phil that I don't have to get my hands dirty. This one, I want to make sure it goes home. I can't go any further with you.
I love both of you so much, and I would vote for you to win, which is why I am voting for you today.
we just haven't had a chance to work together. I'm hoping this vote protects me and protects other people that I'm working with. May the odds be ever in my favor. This thing is the Grim Reaper, my God, okay.
I love you in case you do go home. And Taylor, we were tight, but you really altered my trust yesterday, and I have not had a good feeling about you since. So this is where it's coming from, but it's no hard feelings.
I'll tally votes. Anyone has an immunity idol and you want to play it, now's the time.
Well, John, since you asked. This is a sneaky bunch. I think I'm going to get at least one vote. I'm playing this
I know.
for myself.
If there's an immunity idol, any votes cast against Phil will not count. I'll read the votes. Taylor. Phil does not count. Amir. Taylor. Phil does not count. Amir. Taylor.
What's that?
Phil does not count. Amir. Taylor. Phil does not count. Amir. Taylor. Phil does not count. 5 votes for Taylor, 4 votes for Amir. Who do you need to bring me your torch?
Not too bad for the 21-year-old from the hood, right?
Taylor? Sad spoken.
Playing Survivor has been one of the biggest dream of my entire life, and I just thank every single person here for living out my dream with me. I love you guys so much. No hard feelings. I also got caught in a few lies, and I think people were afraid of that. Which ones? I got caught in the Sebastian lie. I did write down Sebastian's name, and I think that a lot of people caught on to that. Some people believe me, some people didn't. I think people realize what I'm willing to do to get past this and get to win this game. So yeah, they did it. As I put it all out there, you know, I gave everything to this game, through every conversation, through every starvation, through every running around that challenge field like a maniac. I put everything into this game. And Survivor means a lot to me. When I had the opportunity to play Survival Challenge, because who knows if I'll ever make it on Survivor, I told myself to make the most of this opportunity. And I cried because I really thought that I could win if I made it to the end. I'm like, dang, like I'm not, they got me out, but it didn't make sense for them to do it.
Yeah, I understood
Clearly,
it.
clearly it hurt.
Yeah, it did, but I understand it. You know, like I've saved a few of the people that are still in the game still, and entrusted with them information because I want them to trust me. And you know, I don't take it personally at all. I think I put a very big social target on my back. It was well known. People told me, like, they're like, oh, you're playing this you're this amazing person playing this amazing thing. Like, I was like, I just feel like I'm struggling to survive the next challenge. Like, thank you. It's just me, who I am. And I felt that I could see it. I was like, oh man, like I'm locked in. This has been a bucket list item to do something similar to the game of Survivor. So when I had the opportunity to apply and get cast, I, first of all, was like ecstatic. It was one of, and then the reality set in of like, can I do this? Can I accomplish this? Am I prepared? Like, what do I need to do? Do I need to like I was like, do I need to buy a fire kit and start practicing like in the park where I live? Like, do I need to, you know, start fasting to like try to get accustomed to like not eating? And then ultimately I just did the usual life. And then as we got closer, I tried to do my homework, watch past seasons, get to know the vibe. And I surprised myself because you can only do so much preparation for this. Like, you can watch things, but there's like, I don't have challenges at home that I can set up and practice. Like, you never know what to expect because it's Survivor. Every season's different. The twists are different. Like, so all I can do is go in with my heart and knowing that like physically I might, like, people may look at me and say like, oh, she's strong, but like she can't run. And that was the first challenge, running, a lot of it. And so I was already like in a weird headspace because I felt like I struggled that first day. And I was like, am I going to be able to survive the next day and the next day? And then every night at camp, and it was something we actually talked about this morning around the campfire, was like how much we've grown as like players, like from day one where we were like huddling around, like, and I'm thinking paranoid, like there's spiders and bugs and like just hoping that they don't come and sleep, and then like just like laying wherever this morning, not really caring, and starting the fire and knowing how to keep the fire going, and you know how to build a tarp tent in weird angles and using, you know, string to attach to random items. So I've learned so much and I've grown so much, and this experience has been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so grateful I got to be a part of it and now to be a part of this family. So I surprised myself, and hopefully I've gained many friends from it.